I forgot that happens sometimes. Mother Nature's done with deforestation, is fighting back. You know, it's funny that you say that. That brings on the whole thing. I don't know if you've ever heard when it comes to gambling terminology, where I'll ask you, do you know the phrase when it comes to gambling or in casinos? Do you know it? They say it in the Fallout series too. I don't know if you're into that. Oh, well, you did say that you didn't know about Fallout, so you probably don't. 90% quit before they win. No, I wasn't thinking of that one. I forget that is one now. It's the house always wins. Because basically what happens is that regardless of what decisions you make going into a casino, is that the systems in a casino are systemically set up to where you will lose 95% of the time. So basically what that's saying is that the house always wins. When it comes to Mother Nature always wins. Humans, like scientists, like people similar to like our thinking, people in the field of STEM, there are just some people, humans with such high pride and such strong egos that they think they can surpass nature without flaws. And like a lot of the, like similar to this world, zombie outbreaks and stuff like that is a human attempt to control nature. But nature is balanced. So whatever output is put from you, the same equivalent of output is put in by Mother Nature. The devastations that come along with creation. The level of creation for a thing could easily be destroyed just as equally. This is branching off further because every time I assume that mostly when people say Mother Nature, they usually think like this stuff. It's like, oh yeah, the forest, they're fighting back, like the grass, like it'll grow back. Mother Nature's taking back. But for me, Mother Nature is all of existence. Mother Nature is everything. She is the earth, the plants, us, the animals, the planets, the sun, the solar systems, the universe, and maybe a multiverse. She is all and everything. And with Mother Nature comes balance. You cannot have one thing without the opposing thing. Planets, for as long as they get built up for, can also be very easily destroyed, just naturally. And here, on Earth, humans think they have it all figured out. They think they can control whatever they please and do everything and anything they want. And that's the pride of it. Some things do help, but that's because it took a balance of understanding. If we didn't have full understanding, Mother Nature would take even more. You can't have a thing work without consequence. That's just how it is. And like a world like this, zombie outbreaks is the human pride and attempt to create something bigger than it needs to be. Or it's intended to be used maliciously. And what happens? Mother Nature comes in and shows you karma. Her greatest weapon being the act of you doing something so pridefully or so incorrect that she enters the game and fixes it. And this is fixing it. In this world where they attempted to make something or potentially used it maliciously, the world took balance and Mother Nature took over. Because even in the very existence of things that exist, I'm sure you've heard this phrase before, matter cannot be created nor destroyed. It only exchanges. I had this conversation with my brother some time back, talking about, I think about it a lot, how when it says, oh, we as humans, we age. Animals, they age. Plants, they age. No, time doesn't pass. Just the rate in which our bodies exchange with nature decreases. We're not actually affected by a concept that we call time. Time is a human fabrication meant to measure out our days, to track. It's a method of tracking. It's not real. We just exist. Our molecules exchange. We put molecules in us to maintain ourselves for a longer period before at some point our bodies become too distable to keep up. The only reason why people pass away is because an organ fails. As soon as a single organ fails, the rest of the branch follows through, and then people pass. But we don't age. Time is not a real thing that happens to us. It's just a matter of exchanging compounds, resources, and atoms with our neighboring atoms. Because if you were to look off the, like, if you were to look at humans through a lens where you could see decay, you would only see a cloud. You would only see a cloud of like little specks falling off of what is a human, because like all our skin cells, things like so microscopic brought to like a wider lens, it falls off of us. It flies in the air. So we're basically just constantly emitting energy. So I don't know if that's breaching your mind, but this is something I think about a lot. But we are constantly exchanging materials with the world that we live in, regardless of where we are. It's just the rate in which we can exchange things. Because that's why, like, if you ever see those things, it's like, oh, you can't, like, not wear a helmet when you go to space. Because to tell you that space isn't really empty. Space is supposed to suggest that there's opening between existing things like atoms, but truthfully, space is full of hydrogen, stars radiating and emitting particles across the entire solar system and the entire universe. There might be some space, but truly most of that space is filled up with hydrogen and helium, just gases that we cannot see nor touch. But the reason why humans break down, or why the saying is that we break down at the rate that we do, is because our body has a heavier mass than hydrogen that it wants to escape to. Because that's why our atmosphere behaves the way it does too. Because like down here on this level of Earth, we have carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, and some hydrogen. But like water and oil and stuff, everything has layers. Our atmosphere has layers. Down here we have carbon, like a mix of things, like a mixture, but above it is oxygen, followed by helium, then hydrogen. Our atmosphere is layered, and we don't even know it. It's so interesting to think about, because everything basically, it's weird, because I was thinking about it the other day, and it's just like, our entire, like, existence, like the things about the world that we live in, it all exists like water does. Like everything is just a layer of liquid in a weird state, just stacking on top of each other. Because of gravity, it gets pulled down, but it gets filtered out and separated. This is a crazy tangent, I'm aware, but like that is the truth of our world. And if we expose ourselves to the outside, to space, as we call it, all of our lighter elements that are capable of traveling quickly will try to escape us all at once. Kind of like how a soda is, where if it gets too heavily pressurized when you go up a mountain, it's because that air wants to escape, because the elevation has more space in it that it wants to fill. Matter always wants to fill. I do hope to talk about it more. It's genuinely fascinating to me, and it's one of my favorite topics. Hi mates, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then consider subbing to my YouTube and follow me on Twitch. It shows me that I can post more and that you love what I do. Also consider dropping some likes in the video. I would appreciate it very much. And with that being said, I thank you all and hope you have a good day.